So, you've had an injury at work, and you've been placed on modified duties or even been off work by your primary treating physician or your PTP for quite some time. You're wondering if you can ever go back to the same job that you were doing before the injury. And truth be told, there are many significant injuries that occur every day at work that are serious enough to where the injured worker is not going to be physically able to ever return to work at the same position. So, while this is a difficult situation, you're not in this position alone. Many times, if you've had a surgery, amputation, or even a severe strain, no amount of treatment is going to get you back to being able to do 100% of the job you were doing before. This is where permanent work restrictions come into effect. Your doctor tells you that you're reaching a permanent and stationary state, or PNS, and you'll need to avoid certain type of activities permanently. The most common being a lifting requirement. For example, the doctor may tell you you have permanent restrictions limiting your lifting to no lifting over 25 pounds. But your usual job requires you to lift up to 50 pounds at a time. This can lead to the very real possibility of you not returning to your normal job. Your doctor dictates in his PNS report that you are to permanently not lift over 25 pounds. The next step is to send these permanent work restrictions to your employer to determine if they have a position available for you that is within these permanent restrictions. Of course, if they do, and you want to accept that position, then you will now have a permanently modified job that they're required to have for at least 12 months. However, more often than not, your employer is not going to be able to accommodate those permanent restrictions, and they have no time frame or obligation to offer you a permanent job. This is why it is extremely important to be completely forthcoming with your capabilities at a PNS exam with your doctor to make sure that your restrictions and permanent work restrictions are accurate. If your employer is unable to accommodate the permanent work restrictions given to you, you will most likely have to look for another job that is less strenuous, and you will likely move to settle your claim via compromise and release, or CNR, which is discussed in another video. You will also be entitled to a supplemental job displacement voucher, equivalent to about $6,000, to be used by you at an accredited school to retrain you to help you find another job. From this total of $6,000, you can request a $500 advance without showing any type of documentation, and another $1,000 for reimbursement of a laptop, computer, or tablet with proof of your receipt. So make sure to take advantage of this.